Good morning, everybody. Today I want to talk about two things. One with the CCJ and something maybe we can expect to happen probably in the next 2 days from now. First, they said the CCJ will start the proceedings today because yesterday they would have completed the registration. I can't remember the word. They would have made the hearing up to yesterday. Both sides would have completed yesterday. So from 3 o'clock today, the CCJ can start the proceedings. And they say we'll get a ruling on the 1st of July. I'm hoping that we'll get it before that. Well, we have to keep your finger crossed for that. Next thing is there a possibility we can get Granger to come and concede between today and tomorrow? Hey, that's my wish. Or we could get a protest starting by tomorrow or the next day. Anyway, which one happened, you have to deal with it. But Mr. Granger, please, for the sake of the people of the country and for the sake of the country and the development of the country and the safety and security of the people of Guyana, we hear everybody, the ABCE countries, OAS, CARICOM, everybody saying that GCOM is to use the results of the recount to make the declaration. It's no surprise that everybody's saying the same thing, and it wouldn't be a surprise that Clara Singh tell Lowenfield to prepare a report based on the figures from the recount, because we are claiming to be invalid votes. She already tell you how to go to court for that in an election petition, and that is where the Prime Minister of Barbados, Miss Mia Motley, said you should do. And the same question I've been asking: who or what put Lowenfield in a position to determine what is valid and what is not valid votes? The only set of people who put him in the position is the AP and new AFC. He don't have no legal rights or no legal authorities or advice from nobody in terms of the commissioners of GCOM or the chair of GCOM to use no numbers that he fabricated. Right? So Lowenfield need to make a report based on the figures coming out of the recount and nothing else. Now, I was saying yesterday that the reason why these people continue to act the way they do is because nobody taking no legal step against them. We're just talking and leaving these people to run wild and do what they want. Again, I'm calling on the liars from the PPP side to please start looking in to the legal matters concerning these people. Let me start getting people prosecuted. Right? Let me start doing something so we could at least send a message to these people that you can't do what you want and we can sit down here and accept it. Okay? Please, people, let me start doing something about these people. If we don't start doing nothing now, this is going to continue. This plot of rigging, abusing the rights, abusing their office, abusing their powers to do what they want. We cannot continue going down the road. We cannot continue allowing these people to do what they want with no consequence. We just can't continue doing that. Now, Mr. Granger, it's not hard and it's not nothing to be ashamed of to lose an election. There is nothing to be ashamed of. And I was hearing yesterday afternoon to last night that to make a good government, you have to get a good opposition. Y'all need to concede to this election that y'all lose and start y'all reform in terms of finding more young and competent people to involve in the AP and AFC. Start going out there and getting your supporters ready for the next election. Start preparing from now for the next election. Right? And then you're going to be putting pressure on the PPP, on Irfan Ali. But we cannot continue the way we are going now. You are the acting president at the moment, and your responsibility is to make sure the people of the country is safe and satisfied. And you're not doing that at the moment. You are not doing that. You keep saying one thing and then when the time comes for you to do what you said, you get silent. You vanish. That is not acceptable, Mr. Granger. It is not. You cannot say something now and then when the time comes for you to do it, you are not coming out to say nothing, and you're not accepting what you promised to do. In terms of, you say you can accept the results from the chair GICO. You say you can accept the report from CARICOM. You are not accepting none of it. And you ain't coming out to say nothing. As you are not going to accept them and why you are not going to accept them. Nothing at all. Soon as Harman and Granger and Harman and Arbery Norton then come out to the lies and you see something to benefit you in that, you're coming out then. Come on, stop deceiving the people of the country. Stop giving them false hope and then you turn it around to be something else. Stop doing these things. You lose the election, you know that. And I'm telling you again, when you say you did not see no SOPs, you are lying. You are lying that you did not see no SOPs and you only see the spreadsheet from Mingo. You are lying. There is no way you can tell me you did not see those SOPs. Stop hiding in the dark. Come forward and explain to your supporters that you lose the election and you're willing to accept that you lose the election. And only we have no confusion. If you leave it down to Aubrey Norton and Harmon, they're pushing for corruption. They're pushing to put the people against each other. Right? You cannot leave it to them. You have to step in and accept your responsibility and act responsible. We cannot continue like this. It's not good for the people of the country. It's not good for the country. It's not. About 2 or 3 elections happened since Guyana election. And everybody accept the defeat and move on. Think it's opposition. Dr. Denzel Douglas. So he can file an election petition. He was accusing the ruling party now to put the same thing, put their people to vote. Now he is doing the right thing. If he think that happened, he put it in an election petition. Take it to court and the court will decide after the latter investigation. And that would expose if that people did vote or not. The same thing y'all have to do. Take y'all matter to court. And I'm going to tell you why y'all don't want to take it to court. Because y'all know y'all lying and y'all don't have no evidence. And y'all cannot find no evidence to back your claims in an election petition. That is why y'all don't want to take it to court in an election petition. Because y'all know y'all lying. Y'all don't have no evidence, no claim. All y'all allegations is based on lies. Dirty, stinking lies. And that is why y'all is not willing to take it to court in an election petition. Because y'all know y'all don't have a case. Y'all have nothing except a bunch of lies. That is the only reason y'all don't want to take it to an election petition. Take it to court. Granger, you know this. And you know already, no matter what y'all try to do, the world would not accept you as a president again based on what y'all want the declaration to make out of. Lowenfield cannot produce no figures for GCOM to make a declaration that you win the election and the world will accept that. No. Y'all will get sanctions. The country will get sanctions. Now the country is suffering already. A lot of people are starving, they ain't getting work, they ain't getting money. And now you willing to include sanction on them and further the punishment more. Tell me how you would have called yourself a good president. How you could have ever tell somebody after this that you was a good president and you had the people interest in heart. In your heart, sorry. And you was doing what is best for the people and the country. and not for your personal objectives. After this finish, how you could tell anybody that? You can't. Now, I sure you have a little bit of respect and dignity left in you. Please use that. Please use that and come out there and tell your supporters and tell the world that you accept defeat. Because if you continue the road where you are going, there is nothing good to come out of there for y'all. Nothing good can come out of there for the people of the country. Nothing can come out of there for the betterment of the country. It just can't happen. Would never happen. I don't know who your advisors them are, or who trying to push these lies to you and convince you that you can get something positive out of this whole scenario. It cannot happen. It will not happen. Never. You are only punishing your supporters and the other people, decent, hard-working people of the country. You're punishing them. And you continue to go there and lie to your supporters them. They're going to be causing conflict. Please stop this. You can put an end to this in an instant. All you have to do is come out there and accept, and everything can clear from there. There is no problem with nobody. There is no problem with the election again. And we move on. We move on from there. And again, you could never reap nothing good out of this we are doing here at the moment. There is nothing good to come out of there. Ramjatan, you already conceded and you pull it back. Please go and do it again publicly. You know you cannot get nothing out of this, Ramjatan. Are you willing to accept sanctions and sanctions on your supporters? When I mean sanctions on your supporters, sanctions on the country, they mean the people who support you is going to punish too. Are you willing to put your supporters through that? Only because you want to hang on to power. And even if you get to hang on to power, it will not benefit you or nobody. Because the world is not going to accept it. Please, for the good of the people and the good of the country, y'all please come out and accept y'all defeat. Please come out and accept y'all defeat. Because GCOM cannot make no declaration, never make no declaration based on what Lowen feel, or where you are pushing Lowen feel to deliver to Carrot Singh. She could never make a declaration based on those figures. None. Never. And if you continue to lie to your supporters, when she make the right declaration, it will be problem. It's going to be problem. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Please stay safe, everybody. Stay away from Rona. God bless Guyana.